Hello and welcome to episode 119.1 of the Gochuucast. Um, Avid viewers may have realized that the every Saturday 3 p.m. EST without fail, except for when we do the second part of that hit last week. Um, we had a little audio oopsie. It's been about like 40 weeks, so we were due for another one.
Has
Uh,
it been that long since our last audio oopsie?
it might have been 30
Yeah,
weeks.
probably.
I can't. I think it was episode 89 was the
Yeah,
last
it's like
one. So
right before the 100.
yeah. So it's been over half a year. Everything happens sometimes. The fact that I went 80 episodes without this happening, and now like I'm just on like I don't know, between 80 and now I just can't stop. I mean, I can't stop. Obviously, it's 3 out of like 40 episodes, which isn't like the worst, but still not ideal. Uh, you know what? We had a 3 hour episode before that, so I mean, we basically released 3 episodes at once that day. Is what I'm hearing.
Yeah,
Wow,
yeah, of course.
that is a good way. That's what we should do. If we have like a
I'm just
multi-hour
sad.
episode, we should break it up.
I'm just sad because the lost episode was the episode where I finally got to talk about my Matsuri trip.
We never lose a good or bad episode.
But yeah, it's always a good episode. I think this
Yeah,
one was probably more mid than the other ones we've lost, but it was
Yeah,
still a pretty good episode.
it was an episode
The
where we
other ones
were.
we've lost were bangers.
Yeah, we've lost two bangers, and we lost like in at least like an episode we were like generally engaged and had topics to bring up. This time was just cooked.
Summary of my Matsuri talk from the last episode. There was a lot of good art. It was fun. Very different from Anime Expo. Watch Mecha Ude. That's the cliff notes.
Yeah, and
there
the
you
the cliff notes for me last week was I read that was my two manga was last week. I completed the purple haired deaf
Oh,
girl
the
one.
deaf girl.
Yeah,
Yes.
it fell off. Unfortunate, but it'd be like that sometimes. And then I also completed Love Agency, which it got axed. Rest in peace. It was starting to finally get good. The tale of two sides of the same coin basically. One was falling off and ended, and the other one was starting to get good and it ended. And so an unfortunate situation all
There's
around
something
there.
else right now that's falling off its ending.
Yeah, JJK's ending has been. I've been on the mid train for a very
I've
long time, but
I've also since the I guess current saga. I don't know if I would call it just an arc at this point, but I've also been one thing that's made me really happy about the JJK ending discourse on Twitter, everyone being pretty unhappy about it, is it's made a lot of people talk about how good the Fire Force ending was. And maybe that's just because I see the Fire Force threads and I'm like, hell yeah. But I've noticed a lot of threads talking about the JJK ending and being like, not everyone can do it like the Goat Fire Force. I'm like, these are my people.
yeah, I don't know. I mean,
go.
I thought JJK was particularly well written for a long time, but endings just are really hard for people somehow.
Endings are somehow really hard. I mean, it makes sense because it's
Yeah, I
like
mean, 'cause you have to
they're
conclude it in a
writing.
way that makes like I don't know, like the. I mean, I feel like the ending would be the hardest part to get right of any story, right? Like I don't know.
I mean,
This is like a clear view of what it should
I
be.
think the problem is everyone. I've said this like literally 10 billion times. Every time there's a dog shit ending, I bring up this point, but people like try and make the ending a spectacle when
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
just need to like end the series. Like Mob Psycho was like such a simple ending, but people liked it. You know why? Because it ended, and it made sense. But now we're getting to like the ending of JJK, and it's like, oh, there's like this, and this that don't make sense. This happened way too fast. It's being rushed. Blah blah blah. And now it's like, oh well, you get to watch the fall off in real time because of how like prominent the JJK leak reactionary scene is.
It's sad because there's been so many of these series. Because I've watched slash read a lot of shonen where I've been like, I want the final arc to be like a raid fight, right? Like big boss versus everyone. And then several series have tried to do that since I kind of had that thought, and I have yet to have one that I'm like really satisfied with. But I
Yeah, like
just feel like it'd be really cool to have like a big like raid boss type final antagonist.
you have to like. I mean, there's plenty of ones like on that level of strength, but you have to be like really.
It's really hard to make that both
You have
interesting
to
and
set it
not
up
drawn out.
basically
Yeah.
from the beginning with the intention of like this is how I want the final fight to be because you need to make sure like uh I think an interesting video I watched one time was talking about kind of the ending of Avatar the Last Airbender and how that fight
Hmm.
went down and one of the like a criticism that they did levy against it despite like praising everything else basically is that the way that Aang wins that fight is like total bullshit, right? He like literally
Yeah.
just got that ability 2 seconds earlier from something that basically had no prior setup and it was basically just so they could get around him having to murk the Fire Lord. And
Yeah.
so, obviously that's not the ideal because up to that point, I mean, everything that he was doing was everything he had learned throughout the entire series, like, balls to the wall. You got to fight this guy who's insane. Um, and then just like at the very end is when all that kind of falls apart because it's so you gotta end it somehow, but they also don't like breach the character in the process.
Yeah.
So I guess you have to be like, okay, which do we care more about, this guy's character development or
Well, and that's where like
a questionable plot choice?
JJK's ending, and I don't want to say too much because this isn't a manga podcast, so I don't want to spoil too many things. But I do think that JJK did well at sticking to its characters in that regard, at least in my opinion. So I don't know.
I disagree. I think that a certain someone has been getting a lot handed to them in this final arc behind the
Yeah,
scenes.
yeah, that is fair.
Like literally a lot of things at their disposition is just stuff they gained off screen. It's like, oh, okay, well, whatever. And people will use that to like defend it. And it's like, oh well, there was actually a 3 month like training period that this guy went through, and I'm like, okay, well, if they could have,
Sure. Yeah.
you telling me it took 3 months to get to that point? Like, why didn't they just do that before? It's like when Dragon Ball brought back Frieza. He's like, oh, he trained for half a year or whatever the fuck, and now he's like on the same level as Goku and everyone else. And it's like, oh, he just never did that. He could have had like literal world breaking power, and he just doesn't feel like it. I don't know. Stuff like that is just extremely lazy.
Yeah,
You
that's fair.
have ample opportunity to develop your character and their powers, and you decided to be like, what if you gave it to them? And then also one of the big reveals that happened recently was total fucking bullshit at this
Yeah.
point.
We
So
did talk about I just remember we had this conversation in the Lost episode, not um having an episode soon where potentially we just talk full spoilers about the JJK and My Hero endings,
Oh yeah, I forgot about that, and I had to
which I
catch up.
still
But that's
think
so hard.
that could be fun. However,
Oh
especially you
my
have like
gosh,
a month.
a month
I
is
mean, it
insane.
doesn't you don't have to catch up like
Yeah,
right
you
on
don't
time
really
or
have to.
anything.
Okay, you guys
It
can do that.
also
Like,
it also depends how much
yeah,
you care about being spoiled on
that's
those.
true. That's true. Okay, we'll see. We'll see. We can. Yeah, cool.
But I still think that could be fun.
It could be cool.
Because they are two of the biggest shonens to end in recent times. I mean, obviously, Demon Slayer, Attack on Titan were a couple years ago at this point, but having two pretty high-profile things that end at the same time, and I think that they did their endings in different but similarly interesting ways.
It's very vague. I like that though.
I don't want to like
I know you don't want to spoil it. Yeah, yeah,
blatantly say anything
yeah, yeah,
bad.
yeah. It's fair.
There's been some good memes though from the last couple of big shonens ending. Always love a good meme.
Yeah, I'm hoping we get a decent shonen ending soon. You know, or just any ending actually. A lot of manga
Oh,
just
you know,
end in their dog shit.
you give it about 5 years, One Piece will end.
Oh, is
So
that your estimate? Is that your estimate?
I actually saw a tweet earlier. So when this episode comes out, this won't be true. But apparently, exactly 5 years ago was the one time that Oda said, "I would like to end One Piece in about 5 years."
About
This,
okay, okay.
that was exactly 5 years from today.
And now
Yeah.
we got another 5 years.
Oh, we're not even close. I mean, we are close, but like in the sense that like you can see the shadow looming, not like, oh, we could be ending any
Right.
chapter.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like there's still a lot.
Yeah. Nothing can prepare the world for a bad One Piece ending. That'd be so
Oh,
fun.
I
I still think
everyone's
it'd be
gonna be
very funny, but
everyone's gonna be torn so much. It's like hard too though, right? Because nothing can prepare the world for a good One Piece ending either. Because One Piece fans are gonna be so unbearable if all these other series are just flopping on the ending, and then One Piece actually sticks it, and they're all
Yeah.
gonna be like, "Yeah, couldn't be my shonen
Oh my
fucking up
gosh.
their ending."
They're gonna rub it in
I
the
I
face.
just think we've talked about this a few times. I think I hope that I personally like the One Piece ending. I don't care if like the public likes it because I think there's always going to be people displeased.
Sure.
Um I just hope it's something that I'm satisfied with.
Do you have faith?
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
I think there's probably no one I trust more than Oda to stick the ending except maybe Okubo, the Fire Force Soul Eater writer, because I think both of those
Hmm.
series had pretty good endings. Kind of rough beginnings, I would say, especially in Soul Eater, but good endings.
Sure. Yeah. Okay. Makes sense.
Um, but yeah, I mean I trust Oda to take his time and do it correctly. It's just a matter of like when there's just feels like there's too much hype behind something for it to like it feels like the One Piece ending has to be literally perfect.
Right.
Which is maybe true, maybe not true, but
Yeah.
it
I
just
guess
kind of
I guess you
feels
could
like
argue like because of the hype leading up to it, or like because of the history of the
it
show,
has
it
to be
has to be
so
perfect.
much better,
But
I
like
think.
if you actually think about it, it doesn't like have to. Right. I mean, like it could be just decent. The show would still be like insanely successful. It's already been successful, right? So,
I mean, a lot
but yeah,
just comes down to like what is the One Piece. If the One Piece is something fucking stupid, then like everyone's gonna dog
hair.
on One Piece.
The day the One Piece is revealed is going to be interesting because I don't feel like the One Piece is going to be something that like day one everyone's happy about. Like the
It's
One
gonna be
Piece is going
mean.
to be something that day one people are like, "What the fuck? That was the One Piece." And then as like the story finalizes things, then it'll start to make sense. But just based on the way that the One Piece has been built up from both comments and the story, I'm like, the initial reaction to the One Piece, I think, is going to be pretty negative. I think it'll make sense. Like, I trust that the One Piece will make sense in the story,
Mm.
but I don't know that, like, the average person is going to see the chapter where the One Piece is revealed and be like, hell yeah, that's the One Piece. I think they're going to be confused. And I don't know what gives me that feeling. I just think it's going to be something kind of zany.
Do you think? Wait, do they ever like throughout One Piece? Do they ever foreshadow like the nature of the one? Like, do,
Kind of.
okay,
There's some
I mean, I'm sure they're fan theories, but like there has to be some speculation about, or not speculation, like
there's like a few
foreshadowing there.
things. There's like a few things you can look at as potential like hints or build up towards what the One Piece is, but it's not as much of like hints towards the actual item as just like kind of the nature of it.
Okay, okay, okay. I was just curious because it's like everyone has like all the memes about what the One Piece actually is, but I didn't know if they like.
The friends we made
Yeah,
along the way.
I don't know. I mean, there has to be some
So
level of
so
foreshadowing. Yeah,
another
I don't
thing
know.
another thing we do know that's been talked about a lot, most people know at this point, is that Oda has said in an interview or it's an SBS maybe, something like that, that the One Piece is a physical thing. It's
Oh
not gonna
yeah, yeah.
be
I remember. I
yeah,
don't know if it was you or
it's not
someone
gonna
else
be
who told me,
some
but yeah,
ideal, which is a
it's
good step,
friendship.
right?
Okay. Yeah.
Because I think if the One Piece was friendship or something like that, um, people would not be happy with it.
Right. Sure.
I
Okay.
kind of hope that after all this hype, the One Piece is literally just treasure. Like
Sure.
we've
I
hyped
mean,
up
that
the
would make
One
sense,
Piece
right?
and it's been built up to be something like potentially funny or like story impactful, and I'm like, what if it's just like a pile of treasure? Like the most normal thing it could possibly be.
Right. Okay. Okay. When it finally gets revealed in 2030 or whatever, I'll be viewing the chaos on Twitter. So we'll see.
The sad thing is there's a lot of people, including Daniel, that want to like wait until One Piece ends
I didn't binge it yet.
to read it or watch it. And the problem I think is I do not think the spoiler of what the One Piece is going to be avoidable.
Oh yeah, I was just thinking about that. Like
Well, that's why I'm
once
gonna
it ends,
wait until it's near that point and then bitch. Not
Oh,
until it's like
am I gonna
over.
give you the warning and be like, oh, I think the One Piece will be
I
revealed
need
in
I
the
need like
next.
the doomsday like clock countdown, and then I'll
Yeah,
what
like
if
yeah,
cut.
yeah.
it gets revealed tomorrow or something? You know, I
When
mean,
bet I'm down for that. I'll give you the warning and we'll have like a red alert on the podcast. I'll be like anyone listening who's interested in One Piece, it's coming. Um it probably won't be for at
Years.
least another 6 months to a year because the current arc just ended and the next arc I think is going to be, I think we pretty much know what the
Isn't
next
it like
arc's going to be.
the final saga at least? He said.
Yes. I think there's guaranteed one arc before any potential One Piece reveals, potentially two. There's a world where this arc could be the last little bit they need before it's One Piece time, or there could be like one little mini arc on the way. It's not too important, but you probably have at least a year, unless they like speed through
This
this
is
arc.
the real One Piece.
What the fuck?
what is
Me too, though, Anya. I
what
get
is
it.
this?
What? Where did you find this?
What
Uh,
is this?
I was going through my Twitter likes hoping I'd find something to talk about, and then I just saw that picture, and so I'm like, okay.
Amazing. It's just
Literally,
it's
all
like
I've
one of these
been
things.
anime consuming is like rewatching parts of Fire Force because Twitter is based in this particular conversation and is posting Fire Force stuff as an answer to JJK.
Is
Like
this
hell yeah,
is this plushie as big as depicted, or is this like?
it looks quite
uh,
big.
It does
I,
look really big,
I
but
hope so. Oh my gosh.
I gotta look it up.
Speaking of
That's
Love Live,
big.
in the
That's
last episode we talked about the Yohane spin-off, which I finished.
Oh my god, this is $700. This thing has to be huge.
oh, maybe it's not. Maybe the one I'm
100
looking at isn't new or
centimeters?
something.
100 centimeters.
Oh, yeah. It's
That's
huge.
big.
So
It's like 3 feet.
Yeah,
Three
it's
feet,
like one of
two
those
feet
giant like
by
yeah,
three
performance.
feet by like
three
foot and a half.
3.28 feet. That is a big. That's a big ass plush.
That's a big That's a pillow.
That's a bed, dude. Fuck it. Like if you curl up on that motherfucker, I mean,
I don't know if it's a bed. I'm certainly not 3 feet tall.
That's a really small bed.
that's why I said if you curl up, you know,
Maybe a dog bed.
There
maybe.
you go.
My cat would probably sleep on that
Yeah.
and then throw up on it, and then I'd be upset.
Amazing.
Yeah, all right.
Amazing.
Whenever we get a Gochuucast office, I'm gonna put that in there.
Yeah. Our
That'll be
Japan
ta-
office.
tax deductible.
Yes, tax deductible.
We need it for work.
It's decorative.
It
We just
is.
put it on screen because by the time we have an office, we'll probably have video, real video, and not like here's our cute little bubbles.
Gosh. Oh yeah, I was like when I was packing my stuff for moving yesterday, I found my freaking Code Geass figure that I never put together. So that's what I'm gonna do first thing this week, and then
Did I
I'll
tell
take a
you
picture.
guys
Yeah.
while I was at Matsuri? I don't know if I actually even talked about this in the episode, but I spent a good chunk of the trips trying to see if I could find anything related to Saya.
Did you?
Did you?
I did.
Okay.
It was shout out Sam
Was it
for
a
being the
keychain?
actual person who found it. No. So we were on a search for any type of Saya stuff. And obviously, like, there's no Bushiroad's not there. So any Bandori stuff we're finding had to be at just like normal exhibit stalls or arts and stuff like that. So there's like nothing. However, I'm exploring the exhibit area and suddenly my phone, I see I'm getting a call from Sam. I answer it and he goes, I found a Saya. And then he sends me a picture of a figure that he found at just some random stand. And I'm like, okay, tell me where it is. And so we go there. It's a $26 figure. So of course I bought it. It's very cute. Let me, for you guys, I can get a picture of that.
Let's see it.
It'll take a second. But it was funny because a lot of us kind of had certain characters, like Resh spent a lot of it trying to find Sakura Matos from Fate,
That could not have
which
been a very
is
difficult
it
search.
was. He didn't find anything.
Interested.
There was a surprising lack of Fate at just at the event in general, which I don't really know how, because I feel like Fate's popular enough
Yeah.
that it shouldn't have been that hard. But yeah, we because there were Fate characters that I wasn't really looking for, but kind of was like I would, you know, get anything if there was a Fate thing of them. But no, there
Yeah.
was just not a lot of Fate.
Dude, I want to go to conventions just to see the merch, bro. I don't know. Sometimes they have some cool stuff. I've said this before, but it's just it's just cool. I don't know. There's a lot of stuff you can't find. So
Yeah, I think like
I mean, was there a lot at I mean, I assume there had to have been a lot. It's a big convention, right? Like
there was, but I almost feel like because we talked about this a little, there was the exhibit hall and the artist alley, and the artist alley was super dope because it's always cool to see art that people make.
yeah.
The exhibit hall was kind of just like if you want figures, there's like figures of nearly anyone, but if you want anything else, it's kind of questionable. Like it felt like the variety was lacking, but there was a lot of a couple specific things. Anyway, here's the Saya I found.
Nice.
It's a
Nice.
nice like little $20 gimme. So you can spend
Yeah,
$20 on that, or you can spend $20 on like a Funko Pop or some shit. And I think you made the right decision. You know,
Yeah, I'm gonna say anything that doesn't involve a Funko Pop is probably a decent financial decision for this.
a lot of
yeah,
what's it called? It's like cons are starting to ban Funko Pops, at least from like being signed, because so
good.
many people would like buy Funkos and then get them signed and resell them, and it's like,
Oh,
oh.
I see.
So yeah, for the
I see.
greater
Yeah,
good, we had to kill the demons.
I was happy with the fact that in that entire exhibit hall, I may have found the one and only Saya Yamabuki thing. There probably was other things that I missed. Um, we won't talk about the forbidden area because I did not go there, but there of course was an area that you could go. You got a little wristband for being a specific type of person, and I'm sure I could have found plenty of things like Bandori, Precon, Fate, all of that if I went there. However,
Yeah, they
I
don't
was
actually
never.
put the wristband on you to like confirm your age. It's like the mark of the gooner, and so people know to look out for you.
The gooner.
Yeah. Um, most of the people who went in my group did go by there. I was just kind of like, I'm not going to be purchasing anything from that area anyway. I'm kind of just feel like I'm good.
Yeah, I remember at AX, everyone was going there. I'm like, I'll get the wristband. Then I started walking there, and I'm like, I don't care. I don't care enough. I'm not, I'm not a gooner. I'm not gonna buy like a Dojin or anything.
I'm not a gooner. I live with like real people. I want to be able to like have real people come, you know, visit me or see my room and not be like, oh, I need to hide these things.
Yeah.
And I also just don't think I would do anything with like
I
most of
literally
that.
don't. Yeah, I don't know what I'd ever
If
do
any,
with.
like I would just have it and then be like, oh, where do I put this? I can't put it on a bookshelf. I mean, I guess you could.
You could.
There was a, I sent a picture to you guys when I was there, but there was basically like a freaking altar for Witch Hat. They had like 12 physical volumes and then like 4 volumes of the spin-off.
Let's go. That's for Daniel. You should get that for him.
I haven't read anything since Volume 2. I need to get back to it eventually, but
I
well,
saw it at that anime store I went to, but yeah.
They had basically everything that was translated there,
yeah, it's
which
up to like Volume 12 right now. I don't know how many volumes there are in Japanese, but 12 seems like a decent amount. I can't imagine there's like too many more.
yeah, I would agree with that.
Yeah. I wish I could spend a con looking for the figure of my goat, but you know, those don't exist, so I can't do that.
This is so sad.
You know what I
You
need?
should
I need everyone to start like helping me gaslight Good Smile into making one. Like they have the product recommendation thing, so if we just get like enough people, you know, that every
yeah,
now and then
if we get
send.
every person we know and every person they know to send one in, we might have enough
I mean,
power.
word can
I
travel
gotta
fast,
like
you know.
trick them into making my dreams reality here. I just because it's cooked otherwise.
You should come with us to Canada next year.
Uh, I don't know about that one. I don't know what would be in Canada for me, you know.
There's a convention there, but we're probably just gonna like explore nature, all the fun things.
And get like
Sorry,
eaten by a
I forgot.
Canadian bear.
I forgot. Touching grass is not
That's
not
insane.
encouraged
That's
here.
crazy.
You gotta try it at least once.
I have
I actually don't know what our plans are for the Canada trip yet. It's just we were thinking of cool places to go next year, and we were like, what if we do Edmonton? Because there's a convention in Edmonton in Augustish.
flying across the country was already out of my comfort space. I do not know if I feel like going to another country. That feels like a lot of work.
You don't have to do much to get across.
I mean, yeah,
Like,
Canada's probably like the easiest place to
Yeah.
possibly get into, but regardless, it's more
yeah,
than
but
I.
you don't want to see Brian in his homeland.
Uh, I'm sure it's lovely up there. I just don't know if I care enough to go.
That's fair.
You'll go in the winter.
Like, I feel like if I was going to like a convention or something, it would just be AX again at some point. Like all the other ones,
They're talking about doing AX again next year.
I'll maybe
Our group.
consider it. I don't know.
I'm like, I told them give me the role while I think about it, but I feel like if I'm gonna do Canada, which I really want to do Canada, I probably won't double up and then also do AX. If for no reason other than the fact that I am on the opposite side of the country entirely. That's a lot of flying.
Yeah, if I did decide to go to AX, even in the worst case, like I'm sure content creator people I know, I'm sure someone could room
Yeah,
with
you
me
would have
maybe.
people.
I maybe have people, but I don't, that's that's a long ways away, and I don't
I mean,
know.
I know for a fact people from our group last year are going again. I just don't necessarily know who.
uh, I don't know. It's a commitment for sure.
We'll see. Perhaps. I'm kind of tempted, but then I'm like, I wonder what type of stuff would be coming out at next AX. Because that's the thing, right? That we get to consider now that we know what type of stuff there is at AX is like, ooh, if I think I'm gonna get like a big premiere that I really care about, then like this year with ReZero, for example, would have been great had you planned it to just be
I
like, oh.
yeah, I'd been very happy to have gone and seen that. Alas, I
So I
could.
feel like the next time we individually consider going, it would be when one of us has like
Something they really
something
want to do
coming up
there.
that's like, ooh, I bet they're going to reveal like do this. Like Fire Force will have already aired by then, but if Fire Force season 3 was in like October, for example, I'd be like, yeah, I definitely will go to check out Fire Force season 3.
Yeah, it would. I don't think there's anything AX could offer me. Is there? I don't think there's any novels I have that
Coming up,
haven't
yeah.
been adapted. At least not that I've started. I probably have some novels I haven't read yet that could, who knows? Maybe they could get a what's it called, but uh,
Madoka movie.
yeah, it's not. That should not come out.
Imagine.
That got delayed to next year, like the end of next year.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, that's what I'm saying. Early Madoka movie viewing. It's not gonna happen, but imagine.
Oh, there's New York Comic Con. Do they
Oh,
have a
you
premiere
know
date?
what they might actually have, Daniel,
What?
that could be fun for you next year? Medalist. Winter
Oh my
2025.
gosh.
Uh, they're definitely not gonna have that next year, PK, because Medalist is gonna come out in January of 2025, and that's like literally not that many months
Oh
away.
right. Oh right. That's how
That's how time
winter season
works.
works.
Yeah.
No, I read winter 2025 and I thought like, oh yeah, the winter, like November 2025. I did the backwards thing.
Classic.
I
Yeah,
tried.
I guess speaking of it, there was a new trailer for Medalist. So they are going to be using like CG during the skating, but the CG actually like looked pretty good.
I thought
Uh,
it looked good. I think that's the trailer I saw, right? That
uh,
Mars posted a couple of weeks ago. Or did they
probably.
have another one?
Probably the
Oh,
one,
it's a new one.
the one posted a couple weeks ago, which should be it. Uh, yeah, we'll see.
Let me
I
see.
I
mean,
thought it looked good.
it looked good,
Is
but
it?
the problem is, and this was my problem during the first trailer, is the backgrounds look like Dookie Water dog shit. Or at least they're like extremely bland and unimaginative and ugly. Uh, which isn't like the most important thing ever, but I don't know, dude. It's just like when I'm comparing it to the art of like the actual. This is gonna be a tall task for any studio to adapt, right? And so when you have known terror organization Studio Engi working on it, I'm just my
A
hopes are
little
a
bit
bit bummed.
skeptical.
Wait, is the one I linked? Is that the correct one? Like the because I saw the old trailer like a few months back, but like this is the newer one, right?
I have to click. Let me
Okay.
see. There will be a quick second of audio for viewers, probably.
I'm
Okay,
now
no, I
doing a
paused it in
mini
time. We're chilling.
now doing a
Yeah,
mini
yeah.
Yeah.
This is
Okay.
the
Okay.
right
Okay. Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I can see what like. I mean, the backgrounds for most of them like they're just like the seats of the ice skating rink, right? Like, I mean, I don't know like
It's
what
just like the
specifically.
the
Yeah.
way they're drawn and like I don't know how to describe it right, but like it's like all really like it looks very 3D constructed, which isn't like entirely
Okay. Yeah.
surprising. But when like the aesthetic just it doesn't feel right for what I know of the
Mhm.
series, where it's typically this like really sketchy like more rough drawing of everything, and then you look at like what Angi's doing, it's like, oh, this is like literally all just like 3D like oversaturated kind of look. um I don't know. I'm
Engie
sure
moment.
as long as like it's serviceable, I'll probably enjoy watching it enough. But like, I'm not like super. I'm not super excited for the the anime for this. There were a
Yeah,
lot
it's
of
fair.
people to give it to, and they gave it to the worst. The
One of
one
the people that you have the least
they gave
faith
it.
in.
It's like the boogeyman. Yeah, I just there's no. You hear the name and you're like, oh,
Of looking at the
it's rough.
2025 stuff and being like, oh yeah, I forgot that there's a turkey anime coming out.
Wait,
Um, Not turkey, it's bowling,
Bowling.
but the
oh right,
turkey
this.
anime.
Oh, I went bowling 2 weeks ago, and obviously beat all my friends because I'm
It's
the
the
goat.
new
That's cool.
Uma
That's cool.
Musume. Let's go.
Oh yeah, there is more horse people.
Dude,
Yeah,
I'm going to the. I'm watching the bowling anime. That shit
So am I.
looks
I'll
it's
be
fun.
there.
so my it's been planned since it got announced.
Ever since I won bowling, I love bowling. If I win
I
a
just
game, I
am
love the
doing
game.
I'm just doing a mini shopping for 2025 now because I was looking randomly ahead at 2025 stuff. This isn't actually shopping. This is I've just planned all the things that like are essentially continuing stuff I've watched. Uma Musume, Doctor Stone, Slime 300, Kaiju 8, Bunny Girl TV show, and then like documented things. I'm gonna watch Witch Hat. Gonna watch Medalist for the culture. Gonna watch Sakamoto Days. Gonna watch Serario Utility, of course. I'm gonna watch Turkey.
I'm going to be like on my knees begging people to like watch or not watch, read the Medalist manga after the anime.
After the anime,
Like,
Even before the anime
guys, I
exists.
swear it's good. I swear.
it's gonna be just like how Angel Next Door was.
Yeah, there you go.
Angel Next Door came out, and all of you were like, guys, this is not a fair representation of what we have to offer.
They're shooting all my goats, dude. I don't know what to do. ReZero season 3 gotta be heat. I'm gonna be so sad.
They're gonna announce ReZero season 4 done by Studio Engi.
They'll find a way. Yeah, I have I guess relating to Medalist actually. There's been some movement in the power rankings here. It's been a while.
Ooh. I also need to do power rankings movements because Rin from Pseudo Harem is definitely going to be in my top 25. But when I was looking at my top 25, there are certain characters that I'm like, well, I can't remove Iris from Fire Force from my, you know what I mean? She's 20 right now, and I'm like, I don't want to remove Iris from 20. So now I'm like, do I move characters like Aiko and Toru who are just like less affiliated with me, but I like them a little better? Do I let Iris fall down? I need to make big decisions in my my rankings soon.
Yep, so my rankings, let me download the picture. This is currently, they're technically not finalized right now, right? So there's like two sets of movement. Bochi dropped out, but there's two contenders for the 25 spot, and then after I caught up to medalists recently, Inari has moved up. There's that.
We updated the graphic.
Of course,
Let's
of course,
go.
to update the power rankings graphic, of course, that's what
Oh
it's there
my
for.
god.
What is this
Oh, this is
double
25. There's
25
like
All right, look,
bullshit?
they're tied right now. I just gotta see how the rest of the
ah,
too many losing heroines plays
I'm
out.
middle.
You're
What?
so cringe. I'm tired of hearing about it.
Look, it's not my fault. You're not hooked on the gas. You know, you only watched one episode. You just don't understand.
The problem is I'm getting Mars. I watched 2 episodes.
Okay,
Oh, there you
Is Mars even fucking
Actually,
watching
I
this?
watched 3. I
go.
watched 3 episodes. No, it's like when Mars watched Mars wouldn't watch Licorice Recoil or Butchie the Rock because everywhere he went, people would talk about it and it turned him off from it. That's me with losing heroines right now. I watched 3 episodes. I just thought it was good, not like the greatest thing to ever exist. And everywhere I go, all I have to hear about is how it's the greatest thing to ever exist.
Yeah, this shit's gas. But right now, you know, it's not she hasn't made it into the top 25 right now, right? Like she still
Yeah,
has
yeah, yeah. She's
there
competing.
she's competing currently with Kumiko right now because season 3 of UFO was a fucking banger, and one of my contenders for anime of the year right now. And it did it. I liked Kumiko before, but it did so much for her character that made me
Right.
like her more. So
We are gonna have to start thinking about anime of the year relatively soon.
It's already
What's even is in next
December.
season?
next season,
What is that? Winter 2025? No.
next season's fall.
Fall, because yeah, winter will be.
Oh right, we're almost done with this season. ReZero, of course. Blue Lock season 2. Dawn to Dawn. Fuck Bleach. Fuck Overlord.
Shangri-La Frontier comes back. Danmachi comes back. There's some gas
Blue
next season.
Box. Yeah, there's Ari Ferretta. Why is Ari Ferretta so
Mecha
high,
Ude,
by
bro,
the
Mecha
way?
Ude.
Can we talk about
It's
that?
just popularity.
Yeah,
you know.
Mecha Ude, of course.
16 episodes for Ari Ferretta. What the fuck are we doing, dude?
Is that show that popular?
Ari Ferretta?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's like
Yeah,
relatively
okay.
popular.
I knew it was like somewhat popular, but I didn't know it was
It's
like
not
that.
unpopular. I need to watch the.
Okay, yeah.
I need to get on the Sword Art Gun Gale first season. I want to watch the second one. I've been she's the
True.
P90, and I've been getting back into Siege with my IRLs, and that's like my favorite
I think we talked
gun
about
in
this,
existence. Yeah. But yeah, I gotta get on that.
The problem is because we, once again, last episode we had a big conversation about the things I liked and didn't like about Mecha Ude, and the only reason I didn't mention Mecha Ude is because I don't know that Mecha Ude will be in my anime of the year contention from what I saw of the first 2 episodes, but it might be one of my favorite anime if it does well. I just think I judge those things a little bit differently.
It's gonna be 2025. Actually, will be interesting. I know ReZero is not gonna get to Arc 6 obviously in the fall, and so
Bro, can we talk about why on sorry, I got really excited because I remembered this
That was nice.
happened.
I like
It's
that.
actually really annoying. I had Arc 9 spoilers on my feed today.
oh, you're getting spoiled, dude.
And
Arc 9 is
look up
crazy.
I don't look up ReZero stuff. And I'm like, they're not really spoilers that matter to me too much, but I'm like, I don't look for ReZero things. Why am I getting Arc 9 spoilers?
What'd you get
It's a
spoiled
fight.
on?
It's a fight.
Oh, dude. Oh my
That's
God.
like just about to happen, and I'm hyped for it. I'm like, why are those people fighting though?
What the fuck? Like, how did we get here?
I'm like, I don't really even know the implications of that. I've barely seen anything of these characters, but
dude,
for some reason I was getting Arc 9 spoilers,
it's
and
like
I'm like,
the
okay.
magic of Tappe Nagatsuki. Like he went, like people were like questioning Arc 7 for a bit, and then like Arc 8 happened, and people were like, you know what, you're the king. And then Arc 9's been like on fire so far, and everyone's like, you know what? I'm sorry, you know, it's like turn in your apology forms, like you're the GOAT. We're sorry.
Fill out your apology letter.
Yeah. I want to do my reread of Reason. Like, there's just so much happening, and it's like, oh my goodness, dude.
I think if I ever did decide to read ReZero, I'd probably start from the beginning.
You have to start from like. There's literally so much important shit that gets cut. It's insane.
It feels like one of those things that you would have to. We'll see if season 3, because I think I'm still at the point where like I enjoyed season 2, but wasn't like this is peak. But if season 3 builds off of that,
so,
yes, a lot better than season 1.
Could continue the trajectory.
We'll see. But I mean, I'm just saying, the one spoiler I saw from Arc 9, I was like, what the fuck? I want to know. I want to see that.
Arc 8 had some like crazy stuff going on, and it's bleeding into Arc 9. Like these arcs have all been since 5. They've all been like really connected, and it's kind of like there's like 2 points you can look at ReZero and be like, this is like prologue-esque, and that's like episode 18, like literally titled From Zero, and then like the end of season 2 almost. Like what starts with Arc 5 and then like continues like through to where we are now is just like it's all very connected feeling, as opposed to before with ReZero where we'd have the arc, then we'd have the other arc, and then like a little bit of time passes, then we have the next one. It's like there's just a lot going on. If they don't fuck up Arc 6, in anime format, that in theory should be my anime of the year for 2025. Just because I think that's my current like peak of fiction, but we'll see.
But yeah, it depends what they do.
Yeah.
Anyway, I forgot that I wanted to tell you that I got spoiled on that because
It's
I
so
was
funny that like
it literally
the
it was
hype of
literally like
Arc
3
Knight
hours
has like
ago.
breached your Twitter.
It's just like I don't actively look for ReZero stuff. I
Invasion.
don't know what even like got it into my feed.
Yeah, it's not like you like follow me on Twitter or anything, and so it's like I could have like gotten onto your feed.
That sounded toxic.
Oh no,
Sounds.
I didn't
Do
mean
you want
you.
do you
You
want me
don't
to
have
follow you on Twitter?
you don't have to follow me on Twitter. You're not
The
gonna
problem
not
the
gonna
problem
gain
is
anything.
my Twitter account that I use is like my personal Twitter account. So I really don't like follow any like anime type stuff or anything like
Yeah, no,
that. It's mostly sports.
you don't need to
And the anime has
feel the
started
need to
leaking
do
in
so.
just because I've looked at random things and as I usually use Twitter to go to One Piece leaks and from there it's just expanded because it's like, oh, you like One Piece, you'll like this thread of One Piece and JJK fans fighting. And then suddenly it's, oh, you like One Piece and JJK because you've been looking at this thread. You know how it goes.
Yeah, the only upside to follow me
How
on
did I reach
Twitter
free zero? Who
used to be
knows?
that I liked cute art, but now likes are private, and so you don't get that anymore. So there's really no benefit.
So now you have to retweet cute art.
Yeah, I don't do that though.
I mean, even before likes were private, I would have had to have been like going to your likes specifically because likes don't actually go on the feed, right?
I think they go
Or at
into
least they didn't.
they go into the for you. I think.
Oh, you might be right. They did.
Yeah, it'd be like this person like this, and that's why you're seeing it or whatever. So you might have seen some cute art, but no longer.
Now I won't. It's okay. I have a strict no tips on my social media rule because Resh's Twitter exists.
I muted his Twitter on my
One
like
The
I follow
farther
one
the
fan ruined everything for you.
I
the
followed him on
farther
my
away I
personal,
can
and I had
stay,
to mute him.
yeah, the farther away I can stay from Resh's Twitter, the better.
I've seen his tweets. It's they're interesting for sure.
It's just he retweets so much.
That too. Yeah, I've seen that too.
I retweet so much and it's all like not really stuff I care about.
Yes.
Oh yeah, this is like the I don't know the thing I wanted to mention. It's not like news or whatever, but I just I'm gonna go see my first anime movie next month, which is like a month away, but it's the Howl's Moving Castle 20th anniversary. They're showing it in theaters, and I just decided to buy a ticket, so I'm going
Fair.
next month. So that's I guess kind of exciting. I don't know.
I was talking to one of my friends the other day. They
Yeah,
were talking about Ghibli movies,
yeah,
and I had mentioned I haven't watched Ghibli movies, and they were like, "Don't you have a whole like podcast?" And I was like, "Not only have I not watched Ghibli movies, but one of the other hosts has also not watched Ghibli movies." And I was like, and we're the two that have watched a bunch of stuff. But the one guy, the third guy
yeah,
we have, who has watched a decent amount less than both of us,
yeah.
has been watching Ghibli. So
I've
I was
only
like,
watched
we're
one, I think,
filling,
Spirited Away, but yeah, yeah,
yeah, I'm like, we're filling our quota slowly.
yeah. I didn't like Spirited Away that much. I don't know if I'm like too small brain or too big brain to understand it. I don't know. Like it was like I don't know. Like I just don't know. It was just a weird movie.
I'm sure
Um,
there's a degree of Ghibli films too that's like nostalgic for a lot of people.
yeah. Um, I've heard Howl's Moving Castle is good, so I'm excited. So yeah, that's September 20, week of the last week of September, whatever.
I'm
So I'm
waiting for ticket sales to go online for Trapezium.
oh yeah,
They're like the websites have started appearing to where like they're starting to like put it on there, but they haven't like put tickets
Let
up
me
or anything.
know. Let me know when you find them because I will also want to.
Yeah, one day, once
oh
I'm
yeah.
alive.
This is freaking Wednesday or whatever,
Yeah,
right? Yeah.
Wednesday the 18th of September. It's a single day that it will be in theater. There's literally I'm gonna go. There's gonna be no one else there. I'm gonna be the only person in the state
Don't worry.
watching Trapezium.
I'll drive to you. We'll watch it together.
Yeah.
It's a long drive, everybody, but
7 hours.
Yeah,
a
you know,
light 7-hour drive for an hour and a half movie. You know?
That's a guess. I don't know, but I think
it's,
like 7 hours. I think it was
what,
like
it's only a 2 hour drive for me.
9 hours.
Maybe I'll come. I'll come by too. We can
I think
meet
it
up.
was 9 hours for me to get to like Nashville.
Yeah.
I want to say.
If it's 9 hours to Nashville, yeah, probably be like 6-7 hours.
For you? I don't think so.
I would do that, but maybe not just for a movie. I'd maybe be like, okay, let's do a in-person recording for funsies.
That'd be cool. That'd be cool.
I don't even know where we do that.
Find the middle point.
I don't know what kind of equipment you think I got, but this shit's tied to the desk.
I'll pack the mic.
Yeah, I got my laptop. I got it. You know, we'll figure something out.
We'll
That'd be
bring
cool.
our
That'd be
audio
cool.
equipment.
Unironically. But yeah, I've looked at yeah, I was just looking at tickets for that and nothing.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
just.
I
I even
wouldn't.
changed like location. Nothing. So I don't
Well,
know.
yeah, I mean, they're not up yet.
They just
Which,
haven't released a period.
which I don't
guess.
know. Like, you know, it's like literally less than a month away, so I'm surprised there's
Yeah,
no tickets out.
3 weeks. Yeah.
But I guess it's a very specific viewing, I guess. So
Okay, Copium. Nobody will want to see this, so we'll just.
it'd
There's
be
no
so
way.
fire to walk into that theater, literally no one there. I just get the fucking movie theater to myself. It'd
Yeah.
be awesome.
Oh, when I bought the tickets for House Moving Castle, there was one seat taken. So you know, me and that other person, yeah, we're gonna enjoy that movie.
Because like when I went to say like JJK is obviously far more popular than fucking
Yeah.
Trapezium. You know, literally no one probably knows what Trapezium is in the state besides me. And so like there were not that many people there for JJK either. There was like maybe double digits, maybe. And so there's like a net 0% chance anyone should be going into this theater for the 1 day showing of Trapezium. So I'm interested to see there'll be like one other person there. We're gonna somehow like sit next to each other. It's gonna be awkward. I don't know. It's been a while since I've been to a theater. I don't remember the last time I went.
Dude, same. I think I went. I think I.
I
It might have been the Spider-Verse
last.
movie, the most
What
recent
was the
one.
last movie I saw? Oh, it was last movie I saw was Spider-Man, or not Spider-Man. Deadpool and Wolverine. Before that, it was Haikyuu. I don't know. I enjoy going to theaters, but it's at this point more of like a convenience thing. If I could see something substantially earlier, or I want to go watch it with people.
Yeah, like it's more of an experience at this point rather than like necessity almost. I don't know. Well, I don't know.
Like
That's a good way of putting it. I don't
the
know.
only reason I went to see Deadpool and Wolverine movie was because during the New Orleans trip we were like, "What's something fun we can do this night?" And we went to see it.
Yeah. The awkward thing is, like, what if the theaters near me just like don't have trapezium? Like that could just
I'm
they
to
could just
drive. I'm to drive.
That's very, very
Nah,
much
no.
a thing that could happen.
if it I've like told my if it's like within like a half an hour, I'll deal with it. But
Yeah.
more than that is like
I would. I.
I'd do an hour.
Based
think
on
an
where you
hour to
are, I
me
do
is
not think
like
that'll be the. You'll have it. So.
the recommendations for Trapezium are Jellyfish, Girls Band Cry, and Review Starlight. That's a funny combination. I get it. I always like looking at the Annie list like recommendations because they make no sense most of the time, honestly. But they're kind of fun.
yeah. I'm mainly in this movie for like I want to see this guy's gonna be directing ReZero season 3, so I'm interested. I want to see his debut.
Ah, I gotcha.
Directorial debut on an idol anime movie. We'll see how that goes.
He apparently was the unit director for Rascal Does Not Dream of Dreaming, Dreaming Girl.
There you
The
I don't know
storyboard
what
for
unit
it.
director means.
I think we've literally had this conversation before.
Yeah, we
We've
definitely have had
determined
this
we
conversation
don't
before.
remember. I don't remember what unit director. He was the assistant director on Gochuucast, so that means he must be the goat, right?
It's true. He was also an episode director on Prison School. So what does that mean?
It means everyone's got to start somewhere.
Listen. Sometimes you need a job, bro.
Amen.
Nice. Well, yeah, and then oh no, I already mentioned the figure thing. So yeah, it's just the movie for me. God, I've been so busy with moving and stuff that I just have not had a chance to.
Yeah. I need to one of these days soon. I'm just gonna sit down. I'm gonna finish my video, and then once that's done, all of my guilt for not doing anything will be lifted, right? And then I can binge everything I'm
Games and
behind
watching
done.
like a YouTube video or something like that, right? Or like playing 2 games at once and stuff like that. Playing a game, working on scripts and stories that I write. But I really struggle with multitasking anime because I don't know Japanese.
I
Yeah,
think I
I
like
can't.
just
I have to focus.
I think I just warped out of the call for a second. I started talking, I came back, and then PK was mid sentence. I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah, you on my side at least you disappeared.
Yeah, that's awkward.
It's like,
I
hold
was
on.
saying that I struggle with multitasking anime because I don't know Japanese, and I feel like I have to put so much more attention into it.
I mean, I don't try and multitask it. I just like if I'm gonna watch something, I'm sitting down and I'm watching it.
Yeah, I cannot.
That's like the biggest problem I've had is just like sitting down and watching it.
I've tried like multitasking with anime, but like, yeah, I just don't. I can't like. I feel like I have to. If I have it like picture in picture or whatever, or like in a different window, like I feel like I have to switch like too often. Like if I'm watching something, I'm just gonna watch it. Like
Sure. All right, Daniel, how has Dungeon People been?
It's been a little bit since I've watched it. Actually,
Okay.
I'm 4 episodes behind.
Because I'm looking at my season watching and I'm like some of these I must catch up to. But then
wait,
I'm
what
also like
episode
I
did you
didn't
stop
even
at?
watch episode 1 of Dungeon People.
I generally have liked Dungeon People, but I don't. Looking at your laundry list of shit that you need to get done, I don't think it's worth you
I
starting.
don't think it's yeah, that's fair.
That's crazy. Wait, what
I
episode
mean,
is
I
Dungeon
think
People on?
that's a totally valid thing to say.
What'd you
Because like
say?
the other things I haven't started are the Osamu Dazai, No Longer Allowed in Another World,
Yeah,
the
you
D
you
Sky,
probably ain't gotta start that either.
Oh yeah, I'm
68
one.
average
I'm one episode
score.
ahead of Daniel on Dungeon People. I just haven't gotten around to the last 3 episodes, but yeah.
Well, I'll leave that just in case I decide I want to, but I probably will eventually take that off. And the other thing is Magical Girl and Evil Lieutenant, but I do kind of want to watch that. So
That one's shorter at least, so like even if you do
yeah,
like it's like basically 6 episodes you'd be watching.
how long is it? 12-minute episodes. Yeah.
12-minute episodes, yeah.
Everything else I've at least started a little bit. There's like some questionable ones. 2.5D. I might take off and just read it.
I think like from any time I'd like skim the chapters just to see like what maybe they changed. It seems like there's a lot more detail going on in the manga. So
Really?
I think if you're interested in reading it, well, like they condense the scenes in a way that makes sense and is like healthy for the pacing probably. Um
Oh, I thought you meant there was more. Like the anime was more detailed.
no,
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 no, no,
no.
I got you. I got
The
you.
manga has more going on per
That's
chapter.
why I was surprised. I think I'm okay with just saying I'm gonna read that.
I think it's I've enjoyed the anime a lot. I think if you want to read it, it's probably just worth like not worth watching. Just read it.
Yeah, I think if I continue that, I'll just read it. Um, everything else on my season is stuff that I'm like, at some point I want to get to it. Um, except for maybe the deer anime.
I will say
That's a
I
debate.
the deer anime still has peaked at episode 1, so that's where we are right now.
Yeah, that's kind of like I know it's been memed. I wasn't that crazy about it. Like episode 1 was good. It was like what I expected. But I think I just don't really like cheap laugh animes that much.
I just think that the main character is like a terrible straight man, like genuinely terrible.
That is fair. I'm gonna take that one off too. I think on my laundry list of
The
things to
culling.
do, that's probably I'm doing a little bit of culling because there's like so what I have left. Elusive Samurai, I'm gonna catch up on. Atri, I'm gonna watch. Machine, I will still probably watch it, even though I'm a little like burnt out on it from just people. Wistoria, I'm gonna watch because I've really been enjoying it. The VTuber anime, questionable, but I really liked episode 1, so I might give it at least another episode and see if like
I think
that ends in a binge.
the streets are saying it's a Yuri, so you know
I've also been hearing that.
that might be something for you there.
Cheer for You. I'm gonna watch Magic Lieutenant. I'm gonna watch Alia. Kind of questionable, but the animes looked good, so
To be honest, like
I feel like I
Alia's like
might
a
want to read Alia, but I
I've
think Alia might be one that I watch and then just read the from where the anime ends.
I've like generally enjoyed it. It's just like out of all the romances I'm watching this season, it's probably like one of the lower
Another one.
ones.
Love is Indivisible by Twins. I'm gonna watch.
I
Days of My
s-
Stepsister. I'm gonna watch.
yeah.
And of course, Pseudo Harem. I'm like an episode behind on. That's the only thing I've like somewhat kept up on.
But that's your goat show, bro.
It is. It's good.
Yeah, there you go. That's fair. If you were behind, if you were giga behind on that, or like only watched the first episode, I would have been so like disappointed. But you know, that's fair. That's fair.
The only reason I'm 2 episodes behind is because I am still
Oh,
kind of like
yeah,
getting my schedule back together after my vacation. Like I said,
yeah,
I've been gaming.
yeah, that's fair. Yeah, I think I don't know. I have stuff to catch up on, but I just don't have time.
I've got a lot to get a lot to
Yeah,
catch up on.
I think, dude. I think the first thing I'm gonna do is catch up on Dungeon People, just because I don't know. I
It's
like
probably like
loving
an
this.
easy catch up like versus
Yeah,
anything else. Like you
it's
don't
so
have to commit
aesthetic
too
stuff.
much attention to it.
Yeah. Well, I still can't multitask. So
Obviously, but like you
that's
know,
not the
it's
same.
if you like look away for a second, it's not the end of the world.
Yeah, it's true.
That's
It's
the
true.
problem though. If anime was something I could easily multitask, I would have no problem.
Oh yeah, of course. It would make there are a lot of things in life where if you can multitask, it would make life so easy. But nah, yeah, I don't know Japanese. That would make it easier for sure. Having to read everything is like okay. Well,
It essentially means it needs to be like my primary thing.
yeah. I'm not too good at peripheral reading. That's a skill I haven't really haven't really acquired. So that yeah, it has to be in my field of vision for sure.
One day, I'll be caught up on everything on my list.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that one. Well, I mean,
Listen,
if we reduce the list, to
I'm
10% of what
at
it is, that'd be
101. It's not that bad.
okay. So
I
yeah,
think the thing is, I need to start with the stuff that's like pretty close to done.
start the ones that you like.
If,
That's the most important part.
well, yeah.
Yeah.
But there's
You're more
certain
likely to
ones
finish
like
those.
Card Fight Vanguard 16 of 65. That's gonna be a tough one.
Ow, bro.
But I liked Card
65
Fight
is
Vanguard.
crazy. It
65 is
is
a
one of
lot.
those shows. Wait, have you ever seen? I've maybe have asked you this. Have you ever seen Duel Masters? Is that like a show you were ever into?
I've seen some of it.
Okay, okay, interesting. What's that other card game? I don't know how to pronounce it. Wicross or whatever. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, I know of Wicross, but I don't know anything like
Yeah, I don't know
specific
anything of
about
it. I
it.
think I watched like one episode. Like this was one of my first animes I ever watched. Like maybe first 10. I watched like one episode and I like didn't understand anything, so I just stopped watching it. So, but like yeah,
I
that's
think
like
there's a
a
way to sort. Oh, there is. I say sort my list by progress, so I can see what I'm
is it
the
like a
farthest
percentage
in.
thing or like yeah.
No, it's just pure
Oh,
numbers. So
number.
like
Okay, so 16 out
I
of
have,
65 is more than 11 out of 12. Yeah, okay.
but like since there's so many things here that are 12s, it's like okay. So what are the things I have not watched any of? Whisper Me a Love Song. I'm gonna read that. I think because didn't I hear that the anime kind of was fucked?
It's literally still not done. Like we don't know when it's coming back. So yeah, it's
Yeah.
cooked. It's cooked like a motherfucker.
I will read. It's the zeros are the ones that it's like I should delete those.
There's a you could definitely stand and do some summer cleaning on your watching.
Yeah, you still got what, 21 days, 22 days or
100
A little bit.
like you're not watching Bartender.
Listen, I want to watch Bartender though. You might be right.
Yeah, you're not watching it. It's okay. I'll be the sole.
I don't know if I'm gonna watch Oblivion Battery. Pon no Michi, I won't watch.
You're not watching God's Game We Play.
You don't know that.
I know that. You're not watching Solo Leveling. You're not watching what the fuck was it even called again? You're not watching the Foolish Angel Dances with the Devil.
I already actually deleted Foolish Angel because I
see,
started from the
see.
bottom. That one's already off. Yeah, no, that's fair. Notice how you didn't say you're not watching Tony Kawa season 2.
Well, you are watching that, and so that's I have to make sure you
It's
watch the
still
things that I
sad.
like.
Yeah,
you were
it's still
going to
sad
watch
that
it.
I was ready to watch it and I downloaded Dub.
A modern tragedy.
That's what killed it. There's like some interesting ones here. Like I have Oblivion Battery, baseball anime from last season. I feel like I would like to watch it because sports are kind of my thing. But then I'm also like, I don't know if I'm actually gonna want to watch it or if I would just be doing it. I saw this earlier. The Yu-Gi-Oh tweet.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
did see that earlier.
I don't remember the ending, so I can't say anything.
It's
It's just like
it's good. I
it's like
mean,
okay, I like vaguely remember, but like I don't know about the manga versus like the anime differences and like yeah.
it's good. It's just like there's not like too much more to say about it than just that.
Well, I mean, just good is good enough a lot of times, to be fair,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Yeah, I've just very much never touched anything Yu-Gi-Oh wise. I'm sure it like came up
The
on
original
TV
Yu-Gi-Oh
sometimes,
anime
but
was original Yu-Gi-Oh anime was good, and
It's
then
cool.
like GX is nostalgic, but like the first half of GX is absolutely terrible.
Yeah, yeah, because it's like
Um,
yeah. And the worst part was like I think it was like season 3 or season 4, one of the latter two seasons, it just didn't air in the US like or like in the West. Like
yeah,
there wasn't any dub version, so like kids never got to experience that, which sucks.
yeah.
Because I know those were like really good. Or like at least compared to the first couple
Like
seasons.
GX gets good, but like
Yeah.
the very beginning of GX is like slice
Yeah,
of
it's just
life.
trolls. It's like a bunch of like meme
Yeah.
duels with like random characters. It's like yeah, it's
GX
just
also really had the problem because like I get it. It's a card game anime. Every episode you want to have a card game, right?
yeah.
But in GX it felt like a chore sometimes. There's like, oh, here's our card game of the day.
Yeah, there were like a
I
lot of like
think
random enemies or not enemies, whatever, opponents. Yeah.
because I don't
What
remember original Yu-Gi-Oh being quite like they would have episodes sometimes where it's like, oh, there's not a card game this
yeah,
episode.
because
It's fine.
there's like an overarching plot, right?
Yeah.
Um like
GX didn't start with a
yeah.
plot. It
No, it
found a
didn't. It was
plot
just like a
eventually.
cool life basically, right? Like there's nothing like just a I don't know, it's like kind of slice of lifey type, thing, right? Just with duels thrown in. And it
And
was
then
only until later that there was a
what was
actual
after
plot.
GX? Was that Arc V?
No, it was 5Ds. I didn't
You're right,
watch
it was
any of that.
5Ds.
I mean, I vaguely know it, but like I
I don't
didn't
know too much about 5Ds.
yeah, I don't know
I
anything
think
about it later.
5Ds was considered not very good. And I think I
Yeah,
thought of Arc
it's mixed
5
opinions.
or Arc V, I think it was.
Yeah.
Because that one is considered fairly good. There's one of
Yeah.
the ones like somewhat recently that's actually people are like, no, this one
Reigns
was
is supposed to be good,
pretty
yeah.
solid. Yeah,
Yeah.
Reigns I've
There's
heard
one
is decent.
released like wow, it's 2024. It's been like 6 years.
Card games are hard to like.
Yeah, it is hard. It's hard. I don't
You
like
either have to be really into the card game or you like. I think being young buffed the Yu-Gi-Oh
it was
GX for me
Pokemon
a
for me.
lot because I was like, hell yeah, Elemental Man. or Elemental
Yeah.
Hero Flame
No, I
Wingman.
think you can make that
My
stuff hype.
goat.
It's just like I think I could rewatch Battle City and still enjoy it, even if it's like
Oh,
the
Battle
goals are
City
kind of
was
meaningless. Because like the
so
actual
good.
story, it was like high stakes. Like there was
Yeah.
like Joey's thing, and then like the whole like Egyptian god stuff. Like there was like there's like an overarching story and like high stakes. I think that's like what
It
makes
is
it.
also true. The early parts of GX had this problem more than any other piece of Yu-Gi-Oh! I've seen, where it's like the Sheen meme from
This is
Jimmy
the seventh
Neutron.
time you've
It's like,
shown whatever.
hey, this is the 7th time this
Yeah,
week you've shown
yeah.
Elemental Hero Flame
You're
Wingman.
flaming man for game, bro.
Like Jaden used Flame Wingman to win like 70%
Yeah,
of duels in the first like
yeah,
25-30 episodes of GX, it felt like.
yeah. I like the elemental heroes, but yeah, it's true, it's true. That was a win con.
I liked the Elemental Heroes till I realized that they were kind of bad. I really liked that the part of GX I did like was when they started having the gemstone cards and everything
Oh
in
yeah,
his
yeah,
deck.
yeah, yeah.
They
Should be
actually
cool.
kind of like evolved his deck a little bit.
Oh right. Those, yeah.
I think
Yeah,
that was like
I also
late
think
season 2.
I just didn't like the characters of GX that much compared to Battle. Like, I don't think all the original slash Battle City characters are amazing, but oh my god, dude, I hated Cyrus. He was just annoying, like the freaking blue haired dude. I don't know
Yeah.
his Japanese name, but you know who I'm talking about. I don't. I thought he was annoying. I thought like, yeah, I just didn't like a lot of the characters. Like they were just like boring or annoying. So I think that's why I
OG
like.
Yu-Gi-Oh was good.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
just shit got crazy in it.
It was
It
insane.
like things just got out of hand. When you think of like the beginning, even the first episode or two
Yeah.
of OG Yu-Gi-Oh, it's like, okay, relax. It's just cards.
Nah, it's bigger. That's what
Nah.
made it cool. That's what made it cool. It was more than cards.
I will say, of course, as a kid, I did own a dual disc.
I
So
did too. I did too. I was looking for it like a couple years ago, but I was never able to find it. But I know I have it. It's somewhere. It's just in box number 75 in my closet that I haven't looked into. But
I had the I think it was the Kaiba dual disc.
uh, yeah, I'm not sure which one I had. I just had the
Let me go
normal
look.
one, I guess probably. Yeah.
Let me find the dual disc that I owned as a kid for
I
Flame
do.
Wing.
I have to find one. It was cool. It had like the life point counter. Like yeah.
Because I didn't have the normal designed one. I had the like uh I'll find it. I will.
Or will you?
It's hard to say. Maybe I won't. Right now it's all kind of up in the air. Which dual disc did I have? Who used this shit? I just remember it was a cool one.
I just remember I had this one, this normal one. But
Yeah, just the basic one. I
yeah,
didn't have that. I had the blue one, but I can't find a picture of it. All right, we can
alright.
do this. Surely this will get the job done. Was it this one? Daniel, entertain the masses while I Google search.
Did you know that Wendy's is coming out with a Krabby Patty collab with
I
SpongeBob?
saw that. I saw that.
But
Wait, really?
Oh
all
my
it
god.
actually is they're giving fries, a Dave single, and like a pineapple smoothie or
Yeah,
some
it's
shit.
just like it's made of beef, bro. It's not authentic.
Basically, it's just like the stupid McDonald's like celebrity meals almost, where it's like here's this dumb meal this like random celebrity doesn't actually like do when they come to McDonald's. and then
I
they
think it was
like
this
sell
one.
it as a bundle for probably a higher price than everything.
Oh, okay. Yours
I
is
think it was that
cool.
one.
Okay, that is cool.
The fucking I don't know what it's the Chaos card launcher.
What the heck?
Do you bring those to Yu-Gi-Oh tournaments? Is that how Yu-Gi-Oh works?
I
Yeah,
brought it to
for sure, dude.
school.
I did. Dude, I did too.
Yeah, it was the Chaos dual disc. Um, I did, I think, use it at some tournaments, but it was kind of just like a for fun thing
Yeah,
more
dude.
than like a
I think I was the
like
only one who had it.
some of us would use it at locals because we knew each other anyway. We were like, hey, want to do this one on dual discs?
Honest, based. I want to do that one day.
Wait, I hate that they spelled collab with a K. Stop trying to be quirky.
Yeah, but it's
There's
like
a
literally,
pineapple frosty and it's basically a Dave single, yeah.
it's literally just a burger. Like it's actually just a normal ass burger. You know, there's nothing to. I don't know. I don't know how you'd even like make a Krabby Patty anyway. Like you'd literally have to make like a crab burger probably to actually call it a Krabby Patty. I don't know. We don't know what's in those. But yeah, I don't know.
Has the recipe never been revealed?
No.
Oh, no, that's the whole point.
Yeah, it's a secret formula. You know, we
It's the
can't really
gimmick.
reveal with that.
I still subscribe to the theory that it's crab meat.
Mass genocide of his people to. Yeah,
Yep,
it's Mr. Krabs' move.
that's pretty metal.
I was about to say I thought he
Anything
was a
for
lobster,
money.
but no, there's Larry. Yeah.
Thought Mr. Krabs was a
No,
lobster.
I know. No, but it's like Squidward isn't a squid, right? He's an
He's an
octopus.
octopus, but that's
Yeah,
different,
so
right?
yeah, it's just deceiving.
No, I mean Mr. Krabs even got the walk though. You know, he's got the little walk noise.
That's true.
He's
That's
literally just
true. He
eats a
walks front
crab.
to back. He doesn't walk side to side, does he? Or am I like?
I mean, no, but like still, you know.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
But he ain't got like a lobster tail or anything.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, literally a crab.
God.
Boys, I think it's almost time for me to catch up with Kagurabachi.
Maybe.
Everyone's been saying it's peak.
Yeah, it's won an award recently. I'm pretty sure.
It did. It won like best new anime, I think,
Yeah, new anime. Yep,
something
yep.
along those lines.
Best new
It
anime.
like
Yep.
crushed that award, by the way.
Surely you mean like manga.
Um,
Very much not an anime yet. Oh, unless we believe the memes.
or yeah, yes. Best new manga, correct. Anime podcast wasn't using the brain.
Yeah.
It crushed that award. Like they were talking about it, it got like 100,000 votes, and the next closest was like 30,000, and it was like the Aruma spin-off sequel series, the Demon Aruma series. I heard very good. It was odd to me that in like a best new manga category there was a sequel series, but it is neither here nor there.
I mean, it's technically still new.
Yeah, it's the episode of Mafia. It's a spin-off. Okay. Either way,
When's the Gochuucast spinoff?
what would it be? Who would it be?
I don't know. The
Atrix and
Gochuucast like
Mars?
sports podcast.
I think you and I could definitely during like the peak of football and basketball season, you and I could definitely do a sports podcast.
I can do football, but not basketball.
Yeah, I can like barely do basketball.
I can carry
I'm a
basketball.
casual.
I watch like one game a week of basketball, if that. I watch most
Yeah,
football games though. At least the big, like night games and
I
I
will
watch.
like guaranteed watch my own team play, and then I will
Yeah,
most likely watch other teams.
yeah. If there's a good game, I'll watch it. I'll be
Yeah,
there.
you know, the football season is the one time a year where I get to be a gambling addict, and I get to do some
I
sports. The
More
joy of
power to
The
watching
you. I'm,
problem
I'm,
sports.
is I
I
I
dabbled
don't
in
think
that.
I could record. I mean, I guess we wouldn't have to do it weekly. We just spin off sports podcast, but I would have trouble recording 2 podcasts in a single week.
Yeah, that'd be too much.
Yeah, it's alright. We're
Uh,
not doing we're not doing
no, that's too much.
Imagine
But
though.
You know, if this podcast ever takes off, you know, then maybe we get the Gochuucast spit off.
What would we call it?
I don't know.
Something
Yes.
derivative of Gochuucast, but like referencing sports.
We like our logo would be the rabbit we have, but he's
The rabbit
balling.
with the basketball or
Our
something.
rabbit could never be balling, and then he's
There you go.
Spits out cereal. Interesting idea. If I come up with a good name for it, that'll be the day.
maybe. You know, you never know.
Now I'm gonna be thinking about this all night. Thanks.
Yeah, you thinking about a future where the Gochuucast has a fucking sports spit off
I'm so mad that Oshinoko's on break this week. Also,
the
the
manga.
manga.
The anime is also going on break this week, actually, or next week. But
Yeah, I did see that. I don't know how alarming that should be,
I mean, from
but
what
I
I've
did see
seen,
it.
it's like, you know, it has, you know, production issues obviously because it's getting delayed, but like they'll make it to the end fine, and you won't have there won't be any noticeable like issues even if they are there.
Yeah.
Versus like Tower of God, which is like literally dying.
Yeah, it's just like, oh guys, we just need to make sure we're good. Yeah, I saw a clip from freaking Tower of God anime on Twitter the other day, and I was
Dude,
like,
it's
okay,
so
I knew
bad,
it's
dude. It's
been rough.
so bad.
It was literally the moment of like, I knew it's been rough, but what the hell is
I
this?
shouldn't have started the season. I literally knew because I've been following like how like people are hyping this up to be like a terrible production from what I'd seen, and I'm like, do I want to get stuck watching 2 cores of this? And I didn't know. I didn't know it'd be that bad, you know. Uh, I don't know. It's so funny because people at the start were like, "Oh, we got, you know, we the art style isn't the same, but we got an animation upgrade." Because they had literally in episode 1, there was like literally a 2-second cut that looked pretty good for like 2 seconds. That's it, and that's whatever it got everyone hyped up for the season. Like, oh, let's go. And I'm like, oh boy, it's gonna be a long one.
This is gonna be a time.
You took the bait, and now you're in for a 24 episode uh disaster class.
I
Yeah.
don't know. I know that Tower of God is like someone's favorite thing, but I just never I didn't get it from watching the part of the first season that I watched.
I
I
mean,
didn't
yeah,
get
like
it from trying to read it.
reading it and like sticking with it is like the only way to like actually enjoy Tower of God. You're not gonna get that shit from the anime because it's rough.
Which is fine.
Yeah,
I have other things that I read and enjoy, such as Fire Force.
you know, every now and then, you know, we can't win all the adaptations. You know, like I can't have my good medalist adaptation. You know, they can't have a good Tower of God adaptation. That's how the cookies crumble.
What bad adaptation have I had recently that I waited for? I gotta think about this.
Oh, what the fuck? The Takagi spinoff ended? What the hell? When did that
Wait,
happen?
already?
Don't say already. It's 314 chapters.
Is it?
Yeah,
Oh, okay. Understood.
it's longer than the actual series. When did I was just like I just like scrolled onto my manga list because I'm just like mindlessly like you know going around and it's just 273 out of 314. I'm like, wait, what do you mean out of 314? I click on it, it's done. It's over. What the fuck? That threw me off. I gotta finish both of those. I didn't finish the original or the now I gotta finish this bit off.
It's so hard off the top of my head to think of like what's something in recent days that has disappointed me. Also because I feel like I'm a decently easy person to win over.
Yeah, I don't need a lot, right? I just want the best for the things I just want something decent for the things I like. Usually the manga adaptations and light novels don't really come to fruition.
I think the problem is I will, unlike you, I will drop things after an episode or two, so I probably don't even have things that have disappointed me on my list.
Yeah, like I'm like forced to like sit there like eyes peeled open watching like tragedies occur to the things that I like. I mean,
And I just leave.
if I
Goodbye.
look at like my favorite manga, most of these actually, I mean, besides Metals is gonna be like the first proper like dog water adaptation that I have in my favorites.
I
Because
love that he's already preparing for it.
like I mean, I know what's coming. I'm not stupid. I've been down this road before. I know what's happening. Like, you know, Oshinoko fucking stellar adaptation. Season 2 has been incredible. Might contend for anime of the year. Tonikaku had a pretty decent adaptation. Sign of Affection, fucking incredible adaptation. Girl from the Other Side didn't really have much of an adaptation, but like the little hour-long OVA thing that happened, like it looked really nice. And for like an hour-long like rendition of the story, it did pretty good. Obviously, Kaguya is a slapper. The Kubo anime did pretty good. Obviously, Chainsaw Man is good. The World of Hurt did not, and that's never getting an anime, so I don't gotta worry about that one. And then obviously, 100 Girlfriends is chilling. It's really my light novels that just kind of get the cuck side, I guess. Um,
Yeah, I mean, I read Grimgar after I watched the anime, so it doesn't really count, but I do feel like the Grimgar anime is just kind of okay. But I really like the novels. So it's like a little bit of a different thing, but it's still like, I guess, in that direction of like anime that is just not an adaptation I'm particularly in love with.
the ReZero adaptation's an awkward one because like this is like an almost unadaptable story to like a perfect degree, basically. And so it's interesting to I don't know. Season 3, they have a lot of things that they need to do before season 4, and I just don't know if those are gonna happen. So there's a lot of things regarding one of the characters that you got spoiled on doing things in Arc 9 is just like not there in the anime, and so
I would imagine because one of the characters I know literally zero about, and the other character I know like one thing about.
you
So I
will
mean,
you will definitely learn more about one of them in Arc 5. The other one we need to learn more about in
yeah.
Arc 5 because all of his shit got cut from the fucking first season. And then yeah, there's a lot of side story stuff that's important to one of those characters as well.
It's funny
It's a
because me
really
just knowing the
difficult.
names of the characters makes me know which one is which in this conversation.
Yeah, it's like it's just it's a I mean, it's almost like I said, it's impossible. It's a little impossible to adapt this perfectly. But like, holy shit, dude, there are just some things that like got cut that need to be worked on in some capacity because I just don't know how they're gonna continue the story otherwise. Especially now that side stories are starting to become extremely important. So I don't know what they're gonna do, but we'll see.
Time for OVAs.
Time for a lot of OVAs, like a lot of OVAs.
The ReZero catch-up OVA collection.
I don't know how they're gonna do the next because Arc 7 and 8 are like connected. Like that's like literally
Are 5 and 6 connected? Like we're
technically
expecting to get both of them in season 3,
they're
right?
very much connected, but like I said earlier, all of them are kind of connected right now.
Yeah.
But the way they connect, 5 is definitely more connected to 6 than like 6 is to 7 or something like that. But 7 and 8 are like a package deal. Like they're literally the
Yeah.
same arc, but Arc 7 got so long that he just cut it into Arc 8 as well. Yeah, it'll be interesting. Yeah, I'll do my reread eventually. I think once I catch up to all my stuff and get back into the flow of making videos, I'll like just properly sit down and just fucking slam out the first 3 arcs through the light novel and then go back to reading the web novel for 4 through 9. That'll be it's like a full-time job reading this fucking series, dude.
I was gonna say, how long
that's
is it?
that's good.
Why couldn't I have been like a fan of like, I don't know. Why can't I be a JJK fan, dude? It'd be so much
Bro,
easier.
amen.
Your mentality.
Life would be easier if I had like 270 chapters of a mid shonen manga, so like instead of a fucking epic fantasy spanning like longer than the Bible at this point. Like, I mean, obviously, definitely longer than the Bible, longer than like most series in existence run. But yeah, you know, after not having anything for this episode prepared, I think we did a pretty good job. So we're gonna end it there, so we don't waste any more of our speaking capabilities.
I'm almost running out.
If you enjoyed this episode, please like, comment, subscribe, rate 5 stars, all that jazz. If you're on the YouTube side of things and you like go to the audio only, is the order an anime podcast on whatever relevant podcasting platforms you want to look on. Same thing for audio only to YouTube. Is the order an anime podcast? Can't possibly miss us. We are the only one. Every Saturday, 3 p.m. EST, without fail, except for when we do, there will be a new episode out for you to enjoy. So once again, thank you for watching, and we hope to see you in another episode. Goodbye.